Hey guys, Cretaceous Reptiles here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a cheap lay bin for your leopard geckos. Let's get started. So what you're going to need is a plastic takeout container, or you could get like a little Rubbermaid bin. These are super cheap, and you probably have some things like this somewhere, and you just need it to be big enough that your gecko can get in here and be reasonably comfortable and have enough room to be able to lay in there and then lay their eggs. And then the easiest way to cut the hole for your gecko to get in is going to be with a drill and a hole saw. If you don't have that though, you can just use a knife, and the easiest way to do it so that you don't crack your lid of your container is to get it hot with a lighter first and then cut it, because it just melts through the plastic. But I'm going to be using the drill, so let's do that now. So now I've got my hole saw bit on the drill, and it is a 2.5 inch hole that's going to be making. So what you're going to do, just line it up on your lid wherever you want the hole to go. Just drill down. So as you can see, there's a crack right here, and this isn't all the way off yet even, but there's a way to fix that, so we're gonna do that now. So what I'm gonna do to fix the crack is take a lighter and a little pin here. You can see that? Just gonna heat up the pin. Doesn't take very long. Till it's nice and hot, till it can melt the plastic. And then I'm going to take the crack, I'm going to get one side heated up. Then I'm going to push it together and push it down. Try and hold it in there. And then I'm going to heat this up again. And pretty much you're just going to melt the plastic back together so that I can see it kind of smoking there. Okay. Just kind of melt the plastic back together. So as you can see here, the two edges, it kind of looks all cut up, but I can't, like, they're sealed back together now. You can't lift them up. So it's just melted. You can see like the places where it melted, pretty much glued it back together for you. And there's a good chance that when you're doing this, it's gonna crack because this plastic's just not the greatest. Now what you're gonna do is, using that same pin and the same lighter, just heat up the pin again and then go along this edge here, because you can see the edge is pretty sharp and you just don't want your gecko getting cut on that. So you're gonna heat up the same pin and then go around in a circle and clean up the edge. You're just gonna melt the very edge of this so it's not so sharp. So I'm gonna do that next. So now that your lid is all sanded down and you got all your stuff ready, you're gonna need something to put in there for the female to lay her eggs in. So this is just Exoterra plantation soil. I brought quite a bit of it. I'm not gonna need this much, but what you're gonna do is if you get this in the brick, when you put the water in to make the brick expand, it'll be wet enough by itself. But just kind of pour some of this in there. I'll just go ahead and dump it right in. We want a pretty good layer so that she can get in there and she can bury her eggs in there, but you don't want too much that she can't actually fit in there. So that's pretty good. You can see how full it is there. And then you're gonna need to spray it down. So you just grab your spray bottle. And you want it to be pretty moist in there. So I'll just give it a good spraying. For a leopard gecko, you want to make sure it's nice and moist in there, so give it a good spray every couple of days, just so that's nice and damp. And if you don't feel like spraying it down, the other thing you can do is just dump some water in there. And that way it'll last a little longer, because the water from the bottom, as it evaporates, it'll move out through the top and it'll get trapped in the lid. It'll keep it really moist in there. So that's a good amount of water in there now, and that's just gonna, you can see it's not really all settled down, but if you give it a good mix, it'll get really nice and damp. And if this is not clean at all, like, this is gonna get really messy. So it's good to, if you're using it right out of the brick form, because you can buy it in the brick and then like decompress the brick in water, then it's all wet like this already and you don't have to do this. But that's good. Just kind of pat it down a little bit. There might be a little too much in there, and that's fine. If there is, you can just grab your bag again and just take out some. And put it back. It's not that big a deal. There you go. So now, if this is all in here, you can go ahead and put the lid on and throw it right in your gecko's tank. So now that you've made your lay-bin, you can go ahead and place it in the female's tank. See there, it's got a nice big hole. The gecko's actually down there right now. You're not going to get to see her. And then to use more of the space effectively, you can put your female's water dish up on the moist hide. You can see there's still lots of room for her to get in and out, and then there's just a little more room for your gecko to roam around in. So that's how to make a cheap lay-bin. Costs you next to nothing. That's the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like down below and be sure to subscribe for more videos in the future. Thanks.